We're back at your favorite Saturday hangout, In the Garage with Bodie Stroud.
Welcome back to In the Garage. Today we're talking about building a car. It's very exciting stuff, Mitchell.
All the little steps and whole process of.
Yeah. We were talking about soda blasting before we went to the break, and I mean, if you really can't afford it, you know, I mean, it's like $1,500 to $2,000 to have your whole car done. There's the razor blade step. I've seen guys take a razor blade to their complete paint job and take all the paint off.
With some aircraft quality paint stripper.
No.
Just the razor blade?
Just the razor blade. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding you. I'm like, wow, that takes some serious patience.
Yeah, dedication.
I'd be using that razor blade about 15 minutes into the whole job on my wrist.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you can do the sandblasting or the soda blasting, it makes it, you know, a lot quicker. Like I said, try to go to someone reputable that you know, isn't going to warp it. Yeah, you know, don't just go to some guy that says, oh, yeah, we can do it. If you show up and, let's see, it's a big building and there's, like, birds living inside of it and there's, like, trash everywhere and stuff like that and dirt. It's like the whole floor is dirt. Yeah, you might want to stay away from that place.
Yeah.
We've been there.
If there's other cars there, it's usually a good sign. Not always,
yeah.
But
yeah.
You know, if it's just like fencing parts lying around or something, you might want to try and find somebody else.
Might want to be careful. But anyways, it really helps on the chassis, like we were saying, especially if you're going to do a weld-in and you know, an aftermarket suspension kit, a Mustang 2 or IFS or BSI.
Yeah.
Hey.
Once those hit the market.
Yeah, which will be really soon. We're actually working on the tooling for a 63.5 Galaxy right now. So we're moving right along on everything.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So where do we go from there, Mitchell?
Well, yeah, I mean, you basically are going to want to choose your suspension setups because now's a good time to do all your fabrication to the frame. You know, if you want to upgrade to an IFS or a 4-link or a triangulated 4-link, all that stuff is good to get in now.
Yeah, you know, once you have, you know, all the paint and stuff off, the original paint off the car and all that stuff, you know, this is your chance. Go buy a little welder and practice. Yeah, or you may have a welder. I don't know. And if you see some rust spots, you know, practice cutting out on the floor. It's not as hard as you think, you know. Just cut them out. Don't slap Bondo over holes in your floor. You just don't want to do that, you know.
It's going to come back.
It's going to come back. It'll come back through the paint, and you'll be, like, all pissed off.
Definitely.
Especially after all that work, you know. So make sure you... And, I mean, it's a good time to, you know, do any body modifications that you want to do and change some stuff. And maybe you saw something on a car where somebody rounded off a corner on a door or jam or something. You know, you can do that stuff. Don't be scared.
Definitely.
Just go for it, you know. I remember my first full ground-up build, I just went for it, you know. Didn't know nothing about welding sheet metal and this and that, and just started doing it and practicing it. If you want it bad enough, it's going to happen. You're going to find out real soon how bad you want it, because out of all my group of friends that I grew up with and stuff, they all thought I was nuts. Well, except I had two, Brian and Wade. Those were my two that were on board with me because they were doing the same stuff. We were just, the three of us were constantly into cars and seeing what we could do to change it up and everything. But, so yeah, that was it. That was just my drive to change a car and to design a car and to, you know, to build it. It was just the coolest thing ever. It's like Legos.
I was a big Lego fan as a child.
Were you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was too. So, things to look for when you're fabricating and stuff. What's a really cool thing? If you don't have any tools, you can go to Harbor Freight and get like a shrinker, stretcher. You get almost everything you need. A cool little hammer dolly set, for really cheap, So just go for it. Go on Google stuff online, and start figuring out how to, make some changes and stuff. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll keep talking about it. That was quick.
Don't rotate those tires yet. We'll be right back in the garage with Bodie Stroud.